Anka, hi, it's Judy.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Wednesday session here at beautiful Namaste Village and wherever all of you are. So good to see all of you. So today we're going to be expressing ourselves with confidence, the truth of who we are, our authentic selves. We may be asking, well, who is that authentic self? Who am I? And the answer is, of course, I am. I am that. However that shows up every moment, I am that. However love chooses to express itself in every moment, I am that. And we're going to hear our daily word in just a moment, but before we do that, we're going to sing this, and here's what I want you to do, because sometimes we need to really stand up and express this light, this vibrancy in ways that we just can't do sitting down. So all of you here at Namaste, I'm going to invite you to stand up. And all of you, wherever you are, if you choose, I'm going to invite you to stand up. And stand up, and if you want to put your arms up in the air, if you want to dance, whatever you want to do, let's really express this. The words are, I express my authentic self with confidence. Confidence. I'll sing it a couple times, then I'll bring you in. Let's see you move a little bit. Wake ourselves up this morning. I express my authentic self with confidence. Confidence. Sing that. I express my authentic self with confidence. Confidence. I express my authentic self with confidence, confidence. I express my authentic self with confidence, confidence. So the question is, how confident are you this morning? How confident are you that that authentic self is expressing itself through and as you every moment? Let's see if we can go a little deeper and sing it a few more times. Here we go. I express my authentic self with confidence, confidence. 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 Listen now. There may have been times in my past when I thought I had to hide or pretend that I was someone else, but all the while you were by my side, by my side. I expressed my authentic self with confidence, confidence. I express my authentic self with confidence, confidence. There may have been times in my past when I thought I had to hide or to pretend that I was someone else, but all the while you were by my side, by my side. I express my authentic self with confidence, confidence. I express my authentic self with confidence, confidence. I express my authentic self with confidence, confidence. I express my authentic self with confidence, confidence, with confidence, confidence, with confidence, confidence, with confidence. Beautiful. Thank you, everyone. I'm hoping you could feel that, feel confidence beginning to build within you as we sang. Remember, when we sing, we pray twice. There's power in the joining, especially when we sing together. When we join together and sing, the experience expands within us. So let's go a little bit deeper now and allow that expansion to grow and to build with the daily word. I express my authentic self with confidence. And the word today is boldness. Boldness. There may have been times in my past when I believed I had to hide myself or pretend to be someone I wasn't just to feel accepted, to fit in. Today, I realize I don't need to conform to anyone else's idea of who I should be because I know I am a divine being, because I know I am a divine being. Notice it doesn't say, I believe I am a divine being. I know this. I know that I am a child of God, and I am everything I need to be. I am everything I need to be, the I am presence within. With boldness and quiet confidence, I show up in the world as my truest self, to share openly and truthfully, to pursue my passions, and to express myself unapologetically. I face my challenges boldly today. I need not shrink from daunting situations because I am endowed with the love, the strength, and the wisdom of God. I am endowed with the love, the strength, and the wisdom of God, all aspects of my divine inheritance. I travel the path of life with confidence. And from the book of Psalms, be strong and let your heart take courage, all you who wait for the Lord. So when you hear those words, do you feel that presence expanding? The presence of your authentic self, what we often call that I am consciousness. More than anything, it is a consciousness. It doesn't have a body as we would normally think of as bodies. The body that you have is nothing more than a vehicle of communication so that we can communicate with one another on that level. But there is another body that communicates on a higher level, on the highest level. And it's through confidence in that highest expansive level that we're able to vibrate and be vibrant enough in order to express it. We call that the I am presence. Now, this morning, as I was in my room right before session, I opened up the impersonal light. If you don't have it yet, you may want to consider getting it. But I noticed something I forgot that I even put in here And it's a quote from St. Clare of Assisi. Where's St. Clare? Usually her chair is around here somewhere. No, this is not Clare. This is Our Lady of Guadalupe. There's Francesco right there. But okay, this is what Clare had to say. We become what we love, and who we love shapes what we become. If we love things, we become a thing. If we love nothing, we become nothing. Imitation is not a literal mimicking of Christ. It's not a mimicking of Christ. Rather, it is a means of becoming the image of the beloved. Becoming the image of the beloved. An image disclosed through transformation. We must be transformed into that image. This means we are to become vessels of God's compassionate love for each other. Vessels of God's love for each other. Isn't that beautiful? We are to become vessels of God's love for one another. The expression of that love in form. And it is through the expression of that love in form that we boldly move even through and past that form into the formless. I think this is what this lesson today is all about. This is what our authentic self is all about. And right before this are these lines. And I want you to imagine that this is the divine or God speaking directly to you, the I am present speaking directly to you and as you. It says, if you wish to know who I am, just ask me. Just ask me. I'll answer you immediately. Your only problem is that you've been asking for all the wrong things. You've been asking the wrong questions. Don't ask for instruction. Ask for grace. Don't ask for understanding. Ask for desire. Ask for me to be your beloved, not your teacher. I love this part. Let the groaning of your heart do all the asking. Let the groaning of your heart do all the asking, and you'll discover that the answers were always in plain sight. The groaning of your heart, that's the language that God understands the most. That's the language of your authentic self. It's a groaning, it's a deep yearning. And that deep yearning, that desire for one, for only one, is what connects you. It's what allows you to see that you've always been connected. Connection has never been severed. It's never been challenged, but it has been ignored. That's the truth. That's the dilemma we find ourselves in. That I am presence, that connection with your divine, authentic self, which is always there, always whole, never compromised, has been ignored. And the focus has been, instead of on that, been put upon an identity, a limited self, an egoic nothing. And so all we're doing now is we're ignoring that which has never really been there, never really given us what we really want. And we're putting all of our attention on that authentic self. We're no longer going to ignore who we are and who it is that comes to us in every moment, who it is that we can look at in every moment and express that love, as Claire said. It's so simple. That's the beauty of this. It's the doing, it's the being, it's the allowing that just for a moment seems like it takes effort, but then we realize it is the most effortless thing that we could ever do. Allow ourselves to be who we've always been by seeing it everywhere, by giving that gift to everyone. So I boldly express my authentic self with confidence. That's the task that's before us today. To express that authentic self, to be confident that I am that right now. So, Vicky and Teddy, I didn't get a chance to check and see if you're here. Are you here today, Vicky?
Yes, Jimmy, right here. And Teddy
Good
too.
morning to you. Hello.
Good
I'm going to
morning.
turn it over to you now and hear your authentic expression.
Thanks, Jimmy. Good morning, everyone. So for me, there's a line I remember all the time, that love brings its own direction. And when you were reading the passage from the Impersonal Light, ask for grace, not instruction, because grace is love. And when we ask for a true request to experience the love that we are, it brings its own natural direction. The dilemma, and this is how it becomes practical for me, is when the internal guidance brings expression one way, but we do not get external approval. So there's the hitch for me, and I'm saying it because I'm in the midst of one of those right now. So I'm really trying to listen, because you can't be certain or confident or free and innocent as the light that we are when there's a shadow of self-doubt. And that self-doubt is not about what is occurring externally, but it's my reaction to what's occurring externally. Am I seeking it? Am I dependent upon it? Am I looking at that for who I am? And if not, then I'm trusting. And in that trusting of the internal guidance of love bringing its own direction, trust that and let what occurs on the outside occur without judgment. And when we let it occur without judgment, then sometimes a deeper healing process is emerging and it looks messy for a moment. So that's the moment I'm in. And I'm recognizing how practical this is, and that I have to keep my attention on that grace and on that internal direction that comes with love, that's natural, and let the external conditions be what they are without trying to judge them or change them or fix them, and recognize that external approval is not what my life depends on, but internal consistency with what's given me the best that I can. Speaking of which, that was a call for my external disapproval that I'm trying to go through. What a great opportunity I'm in for healing. So I ask for your prayers that I listen truly and follow truly, and allow all situations to unfold by grace and not by misdirected impulses of people pleasing or needing approval. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Vicky. We can feel the wind of change all around you. And we can hear it too. Is Teddy there with you as well?
Yeah, go ahead, Teddy. I'll turn my sound on. Here he is.
Hello, good morning. Wow, you know what you were saying, Jimmy, it rings true to me in a number of ways. But there was a point in time, experience is our teacher, and that's what we're talking about here. And with the experience comes a certainty. And at one point in time, Jesus said to me, "Let the words be yours, I'm done with mine." And he wasn't dismissing me. He was only telling me, you got to start to talk about this from your own certainty of who you are, so you can find both what you still believe you aren't in order to forgive, as well as to help other people hear within themselves that they are that too. They are that in the oneness of what we all are, as that I am that. So, so it's really true. We need to begin to express who we are from the certainty of our reality, rather than the changes in the world that is, doesn't have the reality and the totality and the certainty that comes from who I am within the oneness of God, the oneness of being God's son. I am God's son, complete and healed and whole, shining in the reflection of his love. That's the way we were meant to live. And at some point, there's a need to claim that as who we are in order to become that in our own hearts and mind, and the allowance for our brothers to be that along with us. So it's good to claim who we are, and it's good to both have the experiences of not knowing in order to forgive ourselves, and knowing that certainty so that we can remember what's real about us and our brothers, and what's real about the reality we're whole and perfect in.
Yes, thank you. You brought up a word, Teddy, that I think is so important in this. And you said it many times, and so I want to emphasize it one more time, and that word is certainty. To know that something is true, the step beyond belief. Most of us in our religious traditions were told that we have to believe something. And what we're calling forth here is a step beyond that, into knowing, into certainty. And that certainty and that knowing comes from a direct experience. And that's the only thing we are here to allow, not to achieve, not to do, but to allow that direct experience. And it comes through our desire, it comes through that yearning, that longing that Claire spoke about, or the groaning of the heart for the beloved. And as it says in the Daily Word today, I know I am a divine being. I know I am a child of God. I know that I am everything I need to be. That's what this is referring to. And that certainty is a gift, but we have to receive the gift. Someone can hold a gift out to us that's beautifully wrapped, and inside might be some great treasure. But unless we unwrap the gift, open the box, and then begin to actually use what is in the box, it does nothing for us. We have it, it is ours. It's been offered to you, it's been given to you. But we have to take off that wrapping. We have to open up that box. And is what will bring that certainty that Teddy was speaking about, that knowing that today's lesson is talking about. So there is a great gift that is being offered to all of us today. And it's a gift that we have been asking for. We're like children who have been asking for the same thing for a very long time. Do you remember how you were when you were a child and Christmas was coming and there was this one thing that you wanted more than anything? For me, it was a Red Ryder BB gun, just like in Christmas Story, the exact same one with the little sash. I wanted that BB gun so bad. And trust me, when I saw that package come out, it was a kind of a long, and it was all wrapped up. Oh boy, I opened it up quickly. And I was very excited. And that's how we need to be. We know what's in that wrapping. But in order for it to be activated, we have to open up, we have to rip off the wrapping, we have to open up that box and begin to use it. Okay, so today is David's last day here with us at Namaste. We're so grateful for the last 6 weeks that he and Catherine have both been with us. And I just want to ask David, would you like to come up and say a few words as we I'm going to change the microphone here. Where'd the other microphone go? Here it is. Good morning, David.
Good morning. What a joy it has been to play with you for 6 weeks. Wow. And somewhere in there, James, the unwrapping the present.
Hold on 1 second.
I'll take it off.
Give me this other mic.
Yeah. There we go. Okay. The unwrapping the present, I think, is such a powerful image, because we have all wanted that knowing, that beautiful knowing, instead of just believing, thinking, reading about, affirming that we are this spiritual being, and that we really can create from the very highest within us. And that's really what drew me to the science research of heart math, was what I realized when they would do what the science suggested, that one of the responses that people came out with again and again was, I knew it. And that didn't just mean that my thought was clear. It meant that I felt it, and I had a clear sense of its rightness, of its integrity to my being. And that was part of the evidence of what they were calling this, heart math called it heart intelligence. What we're really calling it is responding and expressing from that direction of our authentic self, of the spiritual being that we are. And so in making that step, and the step is the one that Vicky was telling us about. It is that experience of love that then makes clear that direction. But what happened in the research was, since it wasn't coming from a religious tradition, but rather from the scientists, it was very clear examination of different feelings. And what we found is all of these beautiful feelings that are a part of love, compassion, that clear joy, serenity, care, kindness, these things that are just so natural to our heart and are a part of that great experience that we call love, that all of those would create that clarity, that was the way we unwrapped it. And I appreciated that. There was a time before I got a chance to look and understand that science, that I'd been fascinated with the Tao Te Ching, this beautiful ancient text that talked about expressing from that place. But what they used, they didn't use words like confidence. What Lao Tzu said was, let it arise from non-action. And as I worked with that over time, I realized what would happen was one could quiet the mind, as we do so beautifully in our meditations and other techniques. We could quiet the mind until, this suddenly, instead of figuring, I need to do this, I'm going to do this, my willpower and all these wonderful things drive me to do this, then I'd kind of keep letting go until suddenly it would move through me. It wasn't my taking action, because it wasn't me. It was coming from this welling up of this beautiful intelligence and power and creative force that is who we really are. And then it was fun years later when I got to see that, yes, we can activate that actively by going into those feelings of love, of really being and expressing, feeling who we really are. And then that knowing takes place, and suddenly there it is, a BB gun.
You'll shoot your eye out.
Thank you, David. Well, before you go, sit here for just one moment. We usually do this at the very end of session after we've gone off of the Zoom. But because our dear family here around the world have also been the recipients of your great wisdom and love these past weeks, as well as Catherine, who is maybe not in front of the camera as much, but has been with us here at Namaste. And as you prepare to leave later today to head back to Washington, we want to send you all of our love. So we're going to start with Catherine, because it's always ladies first, and we'll invite all of you here at the Zoom room to also tone their names. So we're going to first send our love to Catherine. Catherine. Now to David. So David and Catherine are already making their plans for coming back here when the weather kind of stinks in Washington, and the weather's going to be great here. So you'll be seeing them again soon.
Not good.
Thank
Thanks.
you, brother. It's okay. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. What a beautiful session this has been. And now we go forth with confidence. We express our authentic selves with great confidence.